Hey everybody, Jeff Reinhart here with you. Woke up this morning with a frog in my throat. Sorry. Do the best I can here to get through this. And yes, we're going mountain man look here for a little while and see how that goes. LL League News, LL League Football 4. District football playoff games coming up on Friday. 2 championships, 2 semifinals. Get you some quick hitters on those games. I could probably spend 10 minutes per game easily, but I'm trying to keep this to one video. And I don't have a voice today for some reason. So, okay, here we go. Quick hitters on these games. Quad A semifinal. First up, Wilson Bulldogs go to Mechanicsburg and play Cumberland Valley. Eagles and Bulldogs are both 11-1 overall. If this matchup sounds familiar, it should. This is the 12th time Wilson and Cumberland Valley will tangle in a District 3 playoff game. Cumberland Valley leads the series 7-4. This is the 4th year in a row these guys will meet in the playoffs. Cumberland Valley's won the last couple of here, and Wilson won the final in 2008. So these two are very familiar with each other. They might as well just play a non-leaguer every year. Seriously. Okay, key kids, definitely Rodney Gillen for Wilson, 1,600 rushing yards, coming up on 20 touchdowns. He's been terrific. He'll go up against another really good back for Cumberland Valley, and it's wing T set. That's Jeremy DiPietro. He has about 800 rushing yards. Cumberland Valley is very balanced. Their stats don't wow you, but they have a lot of kids. Big program, obviously, ton of kids. And, they had a lot of runaway wins, so they don't have a lot of gaudy stats. But Jeremy DiPietro is their stud kid in the backfield out of the wing T. Keep an eye on him. All-state pick last year. Tim Rimful, head coach for Cumberland Valley, approaching a big milestone here. 299 career wins for him. If Cumberland Valley wins this game on Friday, that would be number 300 for Coach Rimful. Only 10 coaches in Pennsylvania history have 300. So he is poised to join that club either here or week 1 next year, depending how this one shakes out. Wilson, Cumberland Valley, these teams know each other. You can call it a rivalry just because they play so much in districts. They've met in 3 district finals, and Wilson's actually won all 3 of those. This one's not a final, it's a semifinal, but it's a big one. Wilson at Cumberland Valley. Good times. Okay, AAA. Lampeter Strasburg. Pioneers are 11-1. Zooming along here, coming off a shutout win last week against Shippensburg, 35-zip. They will host West York. Bulldogs are 10-2. They had a good win in the semifinals. Piled up 42 points against Susquehanna Township, which is a super athletic, fast, quick team. Put 42 points on Hannah. Good win for West York. LS back in the district semis for the 2nd year in a row. And just the 1 loss to Cedar Cliff way back in week 3. So LS sailing along right here. Some kids to keep an eye on for West York. Brock Snellbaker, running back, leading rusher. Also a really good DB kid, makes plays. Caden Hepler, the quarterback. He's passed for 1,600 yards and 20 touchdowns. He's got a lot of weapons, including Jaron Toomey. He has 48 catches, and on defense, he is a fabulous free safety. He will roam and make plays. Key to this game, Snellbaker and Toomey in the secondary. Trying to keep tabs on Ray Lopez, Dan Neff, Mike McNellis, the tight end. Those guys all make plays over the middle and in the flat and deep. West York got a very good secondary. If you break this game down and take a look at the notes, which I'm going to be posting here, these teams are very similar. A lot of weapons. Similar offensive numbers. I think they average the same amount of points per game. They'll both spread you out. Snellbaker will throw, as will Nate Shank, but both kids will tuck it under and run. Very, very good defenses. LS has only given up right around 200 yards per game. A lot of similarities here with these teams, and West York's been here before. They just won a title a couple years back, so they've been on this stage. Tough trip, got to go to Lampeter and get a really gritty, gnarly defensive team in LS. That's an awesome game. That's a fun game. Mirror images, least amount of mistakes wins. West York at LS, AAA semifinal. Okay, the AA championship. I could go an hour on this game. Lancaster Catholic against Wyomissing, a couple of undefeateds. Wyo's 11-0. They had a game canceled because of the weather there, that freak snowstorm. And Lancaster Catholic is 12-0. Saul Catholic last week against Trinity. Oh my goodness. 600 yards, 60 points. In 2 playoff games, Catholic scored 61 against Boiling Springs and 60 against Trinity. These guys are smoking, they're sizzling, they're red hot, they're white hot. Their offense is just clicking. Roman Clay's up to 29 touchdowns, 1,500 rushing yards. He needs 63 yards for the single season record for rushing for Catholic. Brandon Hollister, 1,200 yards, 22 touchdowns. Andrew Zurich just continues to impress. 6 for 6 in the Boiling Springs game, and he was great against Trinity. 3 touchdown passes. He still hasn't thrown an interception this year, and 17 touchdowns, completing almost 70% of his passes. He's been unbelievable. Oh, I could talk to him blue in the face about Lancaster Catholic. They've been awesome. Wyomissing, also high-powered offense. Spartans average 43 points per game. I think Catholic averages 48, so both these offenses are getting it done. Grayson Helm, the quarterback for Wyomissing, he's 52 for 77. How's that? 1,000 yards, 15 touchdowns, just 4 picks. They got a couple of hammers in the backfield, including A.J. Nally, who has 18 rushing touchdowns. He's the fullback type in their wing tee. 2 unbelievably good offenses here. So this will come down to D, who makes plays, who can force 3 and outs, who can get teams to punt, field position, take advantage, turnovers, cash in, that kind of a game. You know Catholic wants a piece of Wyo. Wyo beat Catholic in the semifinals last year, 21-14. Catholic was undefeated, #1 in the state, the whole spiel. Wyo knocked them off, so Catholic got its wish. They get the rematch with Wyo. It's at Hershey Park at 7 o'clock Friday night. I'll get you a live blog from there. Come and join me for that game. Wow, Catholic Wyomissing. That's a classic. Okay, last one. Single A Championship, Columbia. Crimson Tide, 6-5, back in the title game. Take on Camp Hill. The Lions are 7-4, and they've won 6 in a row. They're playing very well. Both teams coming off shutouts. Columbia blanked Millersburg 42-0 last week. Keith Wakefield and Mike Burke both get pick sixes. Tide D, stingy, pitches a shutout. Camp Hill, 27-0 over York Catholic in their game. Jake Bingham, their running back, who Columbia must curtail, rushed for 222 yards and 2 touchdowns against York Catholic. Keep an eye on Mr. Bingham. He's tough. Marcellus Hayes is the quarterback for Camp Hill. Dual threat kind of a kid. 800 passing yards, 500 rushing yards, 19 touchdowns. Doesn't complete a high percentage, but he'll make plays, and Columbia's got to keep him contained and in the pocket, because if he gets outside, he can run. Look out. So Columbia D definitely needs to make plays here, because Camp Hill's smoking with 6 wins in a row. Keep an eye on Brian Flory, the linebacker for Columbia. Great sideline to sideline kid, great vision and ball hawker and heat seeker, and whatever. He finds the ball and makes tackles. So I have a feeling he could be a spy kind of a kid here with Mr. Hayes at quarterback. Keep an eye on that matchup. Camp Hill's won more single A titles than anybody in District 3. Or they can tie Steel High for the most district titles single A. I want to say they have 7. So Camp Hill's been here before. They know the drill. First trip to the finals for Columbia since 2001. And they're playing well. That game is 1 o'clock on Friday at Hershey Park. I'll get you a live blog. Come and join me. I'll be pitching a tent in Friday in Hershey. 1 o'clock Columbia, 7 o'clock Lancaster Catholic. I'll get you live blogs from both of those games. Wilson, Cumberland Valley. Wow. West York LS, winner goes to the finals. Catholic Wyomissing. Enjoy. Camp Hill, Columbia, single A final. Come check me Friday. Keep it on the page for all kinds of stuff. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. And I will talk to you very soon. Thanks.